this video is a demonstration of the KSC3 knock detection system on a 1.8 turbo motor. So this is part 2. Part 1 dealt with the wiring and the installation and the issue that we had the first time we tried to use it on the engine. So I'll put a link to part 1 there. Anyway, this is part 2. We had a look at the engine and everything seemed to be okay, so we continued with the installation. Like I said, this is just going to be the demonstration of it. The process to set it up is similar to the last video, but I'll just recap it here. In this specific video, we're using a audio knock sensor. Very easy to do on a DIY basis. I'll put a link to an article that deals with how to make your own. So to set this one up on the 1.8 turbo, we use the audio method. Basically, we use the baseline calibration. So we have the engine, in this case we use second gear from low RPM. We click press on, and then with light load in second gear we take it all the way up to 6,500 RPM approximately. Before we lift off the accelerator, we'll just click off, and when we do that, this will populate the RPM segments and peak volume reached, and this is what we will set our saved volume to. So if say the peak volume was 5, we put this, well, in this specific case I put the save volume as 2 points above, so 7, whatever it was for the others. And then what we're doing here, this demonstration, is we're just going through and driving just to see if the thresholds that we have and the indication that the KSC3 gives on the LED, which you'll see in the video shortly, matches what we're hearing on the audio that we're getting from our DIY knock sensor setup. All this is explained in the manual. I'll put a link to the project. I'll put a link to the product in the video description. Before we do this baseline, we also set our frequency window. There's a tool on the MoviChip website. You put in your cylinder bore and it'll give you the hypothetical frequency window that we need to be monitoring. So on this engine, it's around 7.1 kilohertz is the knock frequency. So I've put it at 6.8 for the low, and I think it was 7.2 for the high. Again, all this is detailed on the MoviChip website for the product. Link is in the description. So without further ado, let's have a look at this demonstration. So what we're hearing in the background is the live sound coming from the knock sensor. So we'll just come to a little test section again. This is semi-abandoned road here, so we'll just give it a second gear pull here. And we're just looking at the ledge here, see what's happening. Some knock, or it thinks it is. Personally, from what I'm listening to, I think it's a bit premature. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give some extra volume on our setting. I don't really want the blue coming on so early, and I want the red only coming on when, you know, it's like something proper. You will obviously have to choose what settings you're happy with versus the sound that you're hearing versus the settings that you've got. So we're just going to repeat the process here. Just going to come up here, probably get into third gear. We're just going to give it a bit of gas. Not 30. Just give it a bit of gas here. I'm happy with that now, with the settings where they are. So when there's a definite sound, it's going into red, and then with the like innocuous stuff, it's not showing anything. So we're getting more resolution over the knock sound, if you like. Now you may be wondering why this engine appears to be knocking. There is a restrictive exhaust on it at the moment. Just giving it some gas, third gear, probably just under a bar of boost. And I think there it was orange, but I'm not sure if it was like really an actual orange.
probably maybe even put the setting up another one. Just give it a little squirt along here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, to be fair. I'm pretty happy with that setting. I think we're definitely in the ballpark for what I'm getting. Just give it, let's look at some gas around here. Just give it some more gas here. It's a bit of a twisty road to really give it prolonged power, if you know what I mean. See it there, orange. I think that deserved an orange. So all in all, I'm happy with that. KSC3 is to help you optimize your ignition timing when you are tuning your engine. It is not a band-aid for a bad tune. It's not a safeguard for a bad tune. It is there to help you optimize your ignition timing. If you've got any questions about the KSC3, go onto the MoviChip website. It's a link in the video description. You can read all about it there, all the tech specs, how to adjust everything. We go into detail on all the settings that you can see here, so you can get familiar with the product. If you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to fire us an email. That's it for this video. I'll see you again next time.